forming a shadow far afield. We're floating, just carried by levity, sensing a feeling of love through every wing. Delighted to fly on and look what future brings. Let us see if our ways will cross once again when we have lost each other. Yeah, then we will see if you come and fly with me. 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 Forward, slowly feeling the weight of gravity. Innocence, fall into their destiny. We keep on with this goal in our minds. Let's fly on, we'll meet at the edge of paradise. Let us see if our ways will cross once again when we have lost each other. Yeah, then we will see if you come and fly with me. If you come and fly with me. If you come and fly with me. If you come and fly with me, flying along where we started, part of me will not regret. I won't forget. Stay strong, we're not departed. Endlessly, you will be free. If you come and fly with me.
Can you hear me now? There we go. Let's go. Boom, boom. What is up, guys? This is Alex from First of Figures. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is the 2nd of March 2025. All these years later, you guys are still here with me. Much love you guys so much. Tell me in the comments where you're watching this from. Let me know in the comments. What time is it? It's been a long time. Let me know if you are a OG #1 day oneer following these streams. If you've ever had a chance to see one of the top experiences, do that. Go against me, the big boss man, when it comes to the FF War points. Let me hear about it all in too long. Can you hear me? I'll turn on the music. Can you hear me okay? Better? Let me know. So much better, right? A little bit more. All right, put it down a little more. Let me know. How about now? Let me know in the comments where you're seeing this from. Let me know in the comments. This is the first time you're here. Let me know down in the chat what you've been doing before today, because today is the most important day. It's the launch of Figgies. You heard me, right? For Figgies. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk all about Figgies. And you're the first to find out. Texas. What's up, Law? Celine, I'm so glad I saw the barn looking sweet. No, it's the same place. I've been here for a couple of years. MAD in the house. You know what's up. Scotland, I love it. Yes, Ted. 7 a.m. Sarah, I appreciate you waking up so early. Ohio, what's going on? Hey, Typhoon, can you tell me what's the deal with Gen Alpha and everyone going Ohio is like some sort of crazy thing, right? I've got a Gen Alpha kid and I'm like, they're like, oh, that's so Ohio. Apart from the skibbity riz, all that sort of stuff, we've got to be down with the kids. What's going on, LA? Thanks for joining. What's going on, Chad? Nice one, Oscar in Peru. What time is it over there for you? Candy release day. What's going on? What the F4F OG and I'm watching from Germany. What's going on? I love it. Let's go. Michael Preston from NC North Carolina. Let's go. Follow. Thank you. It's been a long time no see. I appreciate that. All right, Miguel, you are a super veteran. That's for sure, Ziz. Larissa in the house. What's going on? In France. Reporting for duty from Florida. Hey, Natalie, how's it going? We're started because we're going to the zoo in 30 minutes. Don't go anywhere, Ronald, or at least take me with you. Take me to see all the lions, all the tigers, all the good stuff, but also find out what's going on about Figgies. We've got so much to talk about today. Let's go, Jose. All right, over in Australia for Jacinta. What's going on, Michael? In Sydney. Florida, I love it. New Jersey for King Nintendo. Raymond's in the Philippines. Did I tell you I used to hang out in Manila? 3 years I was there, right after Mount Pinatubo. That's how I rock and roll. Nintendo flips Ni Hao in Shanghai. 怎么样? 好久不见. Chris, what's going on, mate? You know what's up, mate. You don't even need to be here, if you know what I mean. Devastator, it's Israel, and it's your very first stream, really? No, I've seen you here before, for sure, surely. In Guadalupe, amazing. Minnesota, Spain. It is so many different places. We've got Yana in the house as well. North Carolina, that's where I got it right. To London Gate, Shane, love it. Hey, Rebecca, how's it going? Norway, Scotland, Netherlands, Kansas, been here for years, Trent. Not only have you been here for years, you've been rallying for years. Don't go anywhere. We're going to talk about the death of fun days, but I've got something better for you. Believe. Clarence, mate, how's it going? Marjorie, what's going on? It's been a long time. Love, thank you so much for being here. All right, let's go. We got the Twitch lovers going. Lewisham, London, what's going on? Dudders, we got Danny in the house. Japan, Ireland, we got it all going, all going. Hey, I appreciate that. It's been a long time. It's been a long time. Still you know, it's been a long time since I've been on. Adia is based out in Virginia. What's going on? It's been 4 years. Brie, I mean, come on. Let's go. It's been a long time. I appreciate you. Yes. Yes, Trent. That's not me writing to myself, by the way. I know you think I'm writing to myself here. Who that? That's Alex. That's right. It's been a long time. Hey, whilst we're here, it's been a while. Hold on. It's been a long time. So I'm going to start collecting comments. Is that right? So how do I do this? It's been a long time. But let me just see if I can remember how to do this. So if I go over here and I share this tab. Let me see. I go to comments. I go to banner. And then I go. All right. So in the comments, write #pickme. Right? #pickme for a chance to have a nice little have a little go at the game, just because I want to deny some people at the beginning, right? Before we get down to real business. I just want to let more time for people to come and join the stream. Jose, make sure you share this where it needs to be shared in case you haven't done so. Let's get those entries in. I wonder why my mic is not working. Try this one over here. All right, I'm just going to try another mic over here. It's a new try. Let me see if this is any better or worse. You let me know in the comments as you are doing that. Let me just quickly try changing this. Settings. Audio. Comments whether or not this mic is better than what you just heard before. Please let me. Is there any difference? Let me know. Let me know. I mean, I used to have a beautiful that stopped working when I was trying to try it this morning. So I had some other these lavalier ones which seem to have died on me, which is no good. So I'm gonna have to do something different for next time. So I've just gone back to the original one. Hopefully, it is better than it was. Yeah, normally this one was working, Law, but it blew up on my, I don't know. It is what it is. Come on, only 38 people putting in pick me. Let's go. We can get a few more people in. Come on, let's go. Let's do it. Pick me. #pick me in the comments. I need to make sure there's enough people getting an equal chance of getting denied. What's up, Kenneth? It's been a long time. What's going on, mate? What's going on? Make sure you push #pick me in the comments so that you get a chance to face the boss. That's right, Ronald. Just like that. Pick me. Oh, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. I'll slightly turn it down just a little bit more. A little bit more. There you go. Come on, Trent. No one's taking me down. Nobody is taking me down. Hey, Kenneth, appreciate you too, bro. Thanks for joining. It's so amazing. The last time I did a stream, 14th of July, I think it was, I was going over to the UK for a mate's wedding. I'm back here now, and you guys have come. I've only given you a week's notice, and you're here to support the stream. Much love, much appreciated, and believe me, it's going to be worth your while. Today's going to be a very, very entertaining stream. So much information to talk about the launch of Figgies. I can't wait to break it all down for you. I have a really good feeling that it won't be this long between each ones. All right, let's do it. I'm gonna do it just to start the show, get it rock and rolling. Share this. To do that, I need to go with this. Let's draw. Good luck. Oh, Bree! Look at that! Amazing! Bree! Amazing job. Amazing. Very good. Let's go back over here and check this. Yes, Bree! I like it, Bree. Well done. Yeah, you did. I saw that too, Ryan. All right, just to remind you guys how this works. We have 4 cards here. 3 of them are aces. 1 of them is a joker. Bree, for 100 FRF war points, you have a 75% chance to choose an ace to get 100 FRF war points. So you have choices between 1, 2, 3, or 4. Let me know in the comments, Bree, which one you're going for. And for those who don't know, no one's ever managed to make it all the way to 1,600 glorious FRF war points to make it all the way to the end. Let's see if Bree's going to be the one to do it. Let's go, Bree. R.I.P. We'll see what's up. Let's go, Bree. She's gone for number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 3. Whoa! Very good. Not bad. All right, we're down to 3 cards for 200 FRF war points. Of course, bank it. You know, that's nothing wrong with a nice 100 FRF war points. You should go away and take those with you, Bree. But if you decide to face the big boss, you've got a 66% chance to get one of these to be a ace. 1, 2, or 3 for an ace. You can do it, Bree. That's a wise man, Trent. Let's go, Bree. Number 2, hey? 1, 2, 3. You chose number 2. Not bad. 200 reward points. Take it. Take it and go. Take it and go. Don't step to me. It's a 50-50 chance. You don't want to mess with those odds. Certainly you don't want those glorious 400 FRF reward point 3. Don't do it. Because if you do, it's going to be painful. 1 or 2. Let me see. Bree, I believe in you. Parity Hellcat, didn't you get quite far once? I think I remember you being almost close to doing it. Bree's gone for number 1. She didn't decide to bank her points and decided to go for the big 400. Some might say she's being greedy. Some might think that she's being, you know, having the bravery to do it, but we'll find out soon enough. Number 1 or number 2? She went for number 1. Oh, sorry, did that finger come out of nowhere? Oh dear! Denied. Not gonna happen. That's how we do, baby. That's how we do. Oh, everyone's like, yeah, 3, even if there's a Stu card. So that was before. Oh dear. Look at all you guys. All thinking that she can do it. D-Night. D-Night. Lucky Bree, thanks for being a good sport. We can always come back to that now that I've remembered how to do D-Night. I can see it's just the same after 7 months. I still got it. You guys still can't take me. That's how we do, baby. That's how we do. All right. Let's get down to business. We've got things to talk about. First of all, let's talk a little bit about what's going on. I believe it's 10 o'clock. We should be seeing the next of the we got Spyro in Countdown. That's Spyro Skateboard in Countdown. Let me bring that up over here. So, all right. So, move this over here, I guess. And then make this like this. Okay, so Spyro Skateboard is launching on the 6th of March. Just a few more days, and this is the first look at the definitive version. I just thought we'll talk about it. I literally just posted 20 minutes ago. And what we've got over here, we've got sparks hanging out the back of the tail. That's very, very similar to the actual game cover. If you look at the game cover, they have the sparks there. The other thing is, what you can see from a different angle from here, you can see how his hands are like this, grabbing on to Spyro's tail. Then we've got a completely different base. It's a little bit more, it's a little bit bigger. And it comes with some gems around that. You can spot where the design languages of that has come from one of the stages. You can see all of that. I love what the team has done with that. Now, this is just part of the definitive. When we go tomorrow, you'll see some more. There's an extra cool part from the definitive version that I can't wait for you guys to see. But hopefully you like what you see so far. I love what the team has done. I love the way there's sort of lines going through there. And Sparks is like holding on for dear life. Team's done a fantastic job. For absolute dear life. Absolutely. So for when it comes to Ripto's next. He's already physically done. And we're actually working on the marketing materials, but I don't want to launch him too quick. So I'm going to back off and hold him for maybe 4, 5, 6 months, maybe, just to let us get these orders in for Spyro, let the wallets recharge for a little bit, and then come back to Ripto a little bit later on. Well, actually, that's a great question. We can talk a little bit about what's going on with the next few statues, what's coming up. I'll tell you in just a moment. You're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. So let's just back to the music. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on with Ripto. So let's talk a little bit about what's coming up. So what have we done so far this year? Let's just quickly go over what we've gone through this year. Let's bring up my development schedule. And let me know in the comments if you picked up any of these. So we launched the beginning of the year with, it was on the 7th of January, Metal Sonic. Let me know in the comments if you picked up a Metal Sonic. Then the 21st of January, we did an Ori and Ku. Let me know in the comments if you picked that up. And then we went to the Firebender, and that is Zuko, 4th of February. Phazon Suit is just launched on the 20th of February. That is basically just over a week or so ago. Let me know in the comments. The tech team had a bit of a boo-boo when it came to the initial launch, but we learned a lot from that. Some tech difficulties, but that was something that has been rectified, so I don't think that'll be a problem in the future. And so that is the 6th of March, and then that was the 20th of February. So we've done 4 launches already, and so basically one every 2 weeks. Let me know in the comments what you've got, and then we can talk about the next few that's coming up. Nice one, Typhoon. Yes, there are some mini ones coming. Law, never change. Tails, almost there, home stretch. It's been a bit of a challenge. We've had to get that one through, grease the wheels, get that through. Nice one, Zuko. Appreciate you. Thanks, Justin, for picking up Metal Sonic. Yes, Dustin, it's in the works coming. Atem, in terms of production, I'll do some production videos. Not today, I haven't prepared them, but I've seen some production stuff coming along very, very shortly. I just want Joey. Interesting. We're talking about. That's going to be really interesting to talk about that in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Zuko, appreciate you, Raymond. You got the metal definitive. You like the rocket's tail. Nice one, Shelby. Appreciate you. Thanks, Michael. Awesome. Thanks, Ronald. Well, appreciate Marvin picking it up. Yeah, that is wrong. The team is aware of this. They're going to remove that. Do not worry. By the time it comes back to the launch, we will make sure the island is okay. That's an incorrect license geo restriction. Don't worry. Thanks for checking. We will get that sorted out. That would be amazing. So, Kenneth, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle Statue is coming along amazingly. It is already at the physical stage. I don't see it coming up for pre-order for the next 6, 7, 8 months, but what I have seen so far is incredible. It's not going to be a PVC anymore, just to be clear. It's going to be a resin, just to make sure you understand that. But so there's enough time. But there's a lot of other Sonic stuff coming down the pipeline. Not to say that you shouldn't get Metal if you like him, especially because, he's in 4 Metal Sonic, super, he's in Sonic 4, so, consider that as well. Absolutely. Well, I can tell you some Metal Gear Solid news. Some really interesting stuff. Don't go anywhere. Papa Davis resin statue. Edition 1 of 1, yes? Resin releases. Only Metal Sonic here. Running low on room for statues. I have to be selective. Pin that comment. We're going to talk all about that in just a moment. Kiryu has been like a dragon, mate. He's been like a dragon, and he's been kicking my butt like a dragon. I've been farming. I've been in the vegetable patch. That's all I can say you. Appreciate the support on that. Thank you. Hey! How's it going, Enrico? James! Did you manage to pick up a face on? Let me know in the comments. Where is Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon? That's a great question. Machine Banjo. Very good. I'm glad to hear you pick that up. What's going on? Much appreciated. Waiting on Toph. So Toph, if you might have seen, there's been a first wild Toph in the club, so make sure you check that out. Nothing to mention at this moment. I can't. I just say when I can only say, as you know. Red Ice is your favorite, and Joey. Okay. Typhoon, don't go anywhere. So good to see you, James. It will be your last statue. Well, don't go anywhere. Is that Marcus Krauss? Yeah. Don't go anywhere. Listen to what we're going to be talking about today. All right. Saving up for Strife. Very good, Clarence. Appreciate it. Dark Tiders Fury. Next Soul Calibur. Ooh. Oh, God. Has the team not made... Surely the team is... I know that they finished production. I thought it was restocked already. Sneak up some products. Okay, cool. So I guess that's sorted out. Is the website going to be updated? It's really hard to look at orders, past history, and find what is still coming and whatnot. Is it? Well, if you're talking about past orders on the Magento system, I agree that's difficult because you have to go to the old system. That's not going to ever be updated. Those are two systems. Eventually, that will run itself out, right? So that will continue like that. Then when it comes to your new stuff, it should be pretty quite straightforward in the new system to be able to see what's there. If there's any sort of issues with that, we can definitely sort of collect that info. I would have thought that was already sorted. Oh, hopefully you'll pick it up. The next for the Avatar line, there's two things. The next one is going to be Aang GSB, amazing, and then we're going to follow it off with Katara towards the sort of. So Aang, I think, will be in the next few months, and then Katara will be in a few months following over that. Very good. What's up, Rack Attack? Awesome. Yeah, so you know what? With Ninetales, let me know in the comments what you think about this. This is a really good question. It's ready now. The marketing team is working on it, but it's going to be so expensive because it's so massive. that I should probably look to put it up live now, just so you can start with a 1-year plan, just to start the ball rolling. We did the same thing with Bowser, where what happened is we put a question mark of what it looks like silhouette-wise, and we gave people the choice that when we did the final reveal, that they could cancel for a full refund at the point that we did the full reveal. And if they didn't, obviously, so there's no risk, of course, by doing that plan. If they did like it, then obviously you just continue paying. And of course, every monthly is a lot cheaper, because I think it's important that we have a 1-year plan, because it's going to be way up there in price. It's expensive. So let me know in the comments below, and what do you think about that? Or anybody else who is looking about Ninetales from Okami, is that something that you would like us to do what we did with Bowser, which is put a question mark, silhouette, let you go forwards with that, start the payment plan, full refund if you don't like what you see when we do the final reveal. Let me know in the comments. To be clear, the Sonic Adventure 2 is in the same size, even though it's a resin, as the PVC one. Okay, so let's see. So Vice has finally been approved. Can't believe it. Amazing. He is going into the marketing flow right now. Can't wait to show you it. There's going to be lots more Sonic, don't you worry. I guess it's in production. So he was the last one. What came out recently? Fury? She was second. I can't even remember. Going through the process. Andrea. So that's a great question. We're going to be talking all about that sort of stuff. All right, Celie. Yeah, I saw photos in the group chat. Love it. Totally understand what you're saying there. FRF extensions. You just been dreaming, James. Yeah, I know. The team is working on it right now. Chinese New Year stopped things out, so we're going to be wrapping that up, producing that soon. And they'll all go quite soon after one each. We're sort of making them all at the same time. Yeah, so I just answered about that. Let me know in the comments about that. Yeah, Pod agreed. Yeah, you should consider doing it. What's going on, Shadow-kun? Mr. Krause, is so long since we saw each other over at Gamescom. All right. I mean, it shows only a few on a page, and it's very annoying. I have to scroll like 20 to 30 pages to find some stuff. On the new site or the old site, we need some more deets. Nice. Just you wait and see. Just you wait and see. Don't go anywhere, Typhoon. By the way, Elfin just so you know, is the tech team over on Facebook. So what he says over there, pay attention. That's where you need to hit him up for that sort of stuff. So Florian will be interested in that. Okay, well that's interesting. So Jose, let's talk about that. Okay, he's a tech team. Are there any guidelines about displaying your statues on your own website? That's a great question. We should do a little Q&A on that, or at least some sort of documentation. All right, nice one. Hey Ryan, thanks for joining. Hey, that's not an us question. I've nothing to say right now. But what would happen if too many people cancel? Would you just production back for the? Well, to be clear, Sarah, we're not going to start production until we do the final. Right. So let's imagine this, right? Let's say 100 people, they start the program and they go based off of the silhouette, people start paying for it. Fantastic. Then let's say 2-3 months later, we then do the actual final countdown and people then see it. And let's say all 100 of those people cancel because they don't like what they see. Well, we've not started making it already. We only start making it when we do the real production. But the real production at that stage, when people are seeing it, we only want to give like 9 months of the 9 months of the of the payment plan is just 9 months left, because when we go live to the production time is 9 months. But those who started earlier would have had 1 year because they would have had 3 months beforehand. Now, of course, so we've not started production at that stage. And generally, we wait for at least a couple of months to get those pre-orders in. So what would happen is literally everybody who pre-ordered it on base of the silhouette then cancels. We will then obviously not produce. They all cancel. We will then obviously see what happened when the actual launch happens. And if, again, if not enough people buy that because it's too expensive, they don't like what it looks like, of course, then, you know, things get cancelled. That can absolutely happen. Of course it can. So you will just have to sort of see how that goes. Let's see. Hey, Chris, how's it going, mate? I've always thought about that. I think it's a fantastic idea. Yeah, Cinder, and yeah, let me know in the comments if that's something. Well, again, we're gonna have such interesting conversations. Trust me. I would pass that over to the tech team. You can deal with that. That would be interesting. Certainly not a re-release of that, because that's completely sold out. On the new site, again, you're gonna hit up Elfin, and he'll see what you're talking about, etc. Nothing to say about that. Yeah, Jinjo's has also been a bit of a bugger, but it's coming along now. You can they've been wrecking havoc. What's up, Chris? Let's see. I can't tell you how to see me. Just a cage of bones. There's nothing inside. Okay, let's see. Have you guys tried Wilds? I've not had a chance to play it yet. Looking forward to having a go though. Was it... Yeah, we're talking about Ninetales from Okami. Yeah, nothing to announce on that. Always thinking. I've got. That is a. I'm not sure if we dealt with the tier problem. I have to check with the tech team. I'm not sure what you're talking about there. So Grey Fox is now in the final stage. We've just changed the designs, the paints. Is probably, I would say, the best statue, certainly for Metal Gear, that we've done. Every single angle looks incredible, and that's a personal journey that you don't want to know. It has been. I don't want to talk about it, but where it looks like now versus how it started. Chef's kiss. You're very welcome. Bonjour. Honestly, they're perfect. So Onimusha was always quite challenging because you can never have the actor's likeness. However, don't go anywhere. We're talking. We've got things to talk about. Let me know, how's Blue Sky going? Is that still popping off? Should probably set that up. Mandy, nice for you to join us. We were just talking about Ninetales. I know you have quite a big Okami collection. Fantastic characters. Love Little Nightmares. Ang GSP, that's correct. So an Ang GSP means it's a grand scale bust. It's going to be a nice little companion piece to all of the statues. You can imagine him in the middle with all the other benders next to the side. He looks fantastic. All right. Got it. Yeah, we got a couple more, 2 more colors to go through. If you mean the PVC one, we've got some of those. If you talk about the original ones, I think we have a few that we might finish the edition size. We haven't completely finished the edition size for those. So there's a possibility. Excellent. Is anybody speaking French there? Guadeloupe, I know Natalie, you can handle that. Is there any more lifestyle? So we're going to talk a little bit more about all of that sort of stuff. Boxes. Those are some real classics right there. You like those bandages, do you? Interesting. I've got nothing to say about this at the moment. Oh yeah? Okay, I need to check it out. I love Jujutsu Kaisen. That seems like a far away place to go to. I think my next trip is going to be over. So I've got a couple of trips I'm going to. My dear parents are celebrating their 50th golden wedding anniversary. So shout out to Papa Davis and Mama Davis. Congratulations on that. And we're all going to, we all being my brother, he's based out in the UK. I'm based out in Malaysia. And we're all going to meet up in Sri Lanka and spend a week or so there. And then, so that'll be nice. That'll be during the half term. And then my next trip after that will be for work, as always, to the licensing show in Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. Believe me, we're getting a lot more Yu-Gi-Oh! Sega Saturn, what are we talking about? Panzer Dragoon? Let's go. Phantasy Star Online? How you doing? Don't go anywhere. I can't wait to see Metroid 4. It's going to be amazing. That would be amazing. Nice one. I know, right? It's completely bonkers. Whoa, the tech team. All right, so I've caught up to the comments. That's good. Let me just sort of say what's coming next. And we talked about what's been coming. So next one is the next three, and usually there is a. I don't want to say exactly which one is next, because, sometimes things shift around. So the next three, let's give some hints. A sibling of a certain animal with blonde hair. Any guesses who that might be? Let me know in the comments. That's guess number one. The other one is a cousin of someone that has debuted already this year. Who could be the cousin of something that's already been released? I mean, there's only 4 choices. Figure out who the cousin is. And the final one is something that's not been announced. It's a special license, and it gives me nightmares thinking about it. Not because of development, which was challenging, believe me, but for a very, very different reason, that those who know the pain that I went through. If you know, you know. 3 hints. Have a guess. Absolutely, congrats. Papa Davis. More than you can imagine. Absolutely. Hawaii. I never had a chance to go to Hawaii. So let's see what we've got over here. What's going on, Raphael? Yeah, so don't you worry, we've got some more in development. We've got actually Futaba coming up next. Thanks. Reggie. Let me see. You just caught up, yeah? All right, I appreciate that. Oh, how is he looking? He's just massive. I mean, he's not to scale, obviously, but he's got 9 tails. It's amazing. So, you've got the sibling, you haven't got the cousin, and you haven't got, well, maybe you have the other one, but I'll confirm only one of them. You got the sister. You got the sister right. All right. All right. Let's do it. It is time. Is it time? Let me see. All right. It's been almost 1 hour. Let's do this one more time. And we're going to do, before we go into, I wonder whether or not this is going to work again. So if I just ask you to just go ahead and, for those who just joined, pick me in there. And we'll see. Let's see if it's going to pick up. I'm not sure if you have to do it again. Yeah, do it again. Pick me. Get in the hot seat. And then we're going to talk about what I've been waiting for. I've got a whole story about it. We're going to break it all down. All right, let's see how you guys are getting on. Come on, 38. Let's go. Put some more comments in there. Let's go. Unless, of course, you're scared. I can imagine you don't want to be denied. All right, 43. Gonna give it one more minute. Let's get these ready. All right, let's get that 50 people. Let's go. A couple more. Natalie, that's not how you spell pick me. Karen's woke up this morning ready to be denied. I love it. One more, let's go. We're on 49 people. Thanks for the support. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, 52 people. Let's go. Share this tab. Let's do it. Right. In 5. Sebastian, did you just turn up? I didn't see you at the early part. Let me know if you just arrived. 3, 2, 1, let's do it. Mr. Clement! Let's do it. Where you at, boy? Where you at, boy? Where you at, boy? Oh, there he at. Fresh meat! Fresh meat! Let's do it. You know the rules. 3 aces and a joke and a jack. 400 effort for war points. We got some fresh meat! Don't wish him luck. Don't wish him luck. There's no time for him to get any luck because he's going to go out in the first round. I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. Number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4. For a chance for 100 effort for war points. Mr. Clemens, give me your answer. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Gentlemen. Nice one, Sebastian. Let's go. Adam, it ain't happening. Not today. Not ever. He ain't got nothing. He ain't got nothing. Number 1, hey? 1, 2, 3, or 4. You went for number 1. All right. Not bad. All right. Not bad. 100 war points. Take it and go. Take it and go. Now we can't do it. Here we go. You want the wheel back? I should do that as well. All right, Mr. Clemens, we got number 1, number 2, number 3. It's not happening. It's not happening. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. It's denying time. Number 2. 1, 2, 3, number 2. Oh, nice one. 50-50. Take the points and go. You've had your fun. For 400 reward points. Take it and go. You know Bree tried and she failed. What makes you think that you can handle it? You remember that, yeah? Let's go. Number 1 or number 2? What you got for me? You choose 1 again. Number 1, number 2. He went for number 1. This is number 1. Ay, nako! 400 reward points. Take it and go. That's a good effort. It's a good effort. Take it and go. You don't want to mess with the next level. Take it and go. No, take it and go, Mr. Clem. Like, come on. It's really, really good. You don't want to mess with it because now you only have a 33% chance to get this right. Cash in, agreed. Full glory, double or nothing. Come on, listen to peer pressure. Everyone's telling you to not go for it. Just don't listen. Yeah, definitely. Don't go for it. He's going for it. He's gone for number 3. I didn't have a chance to tell you number 1, 2, 3, but you 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3. You went for number 3. Oh, sorry. I get something on my finger. D. No. That's how we do, baby. That's how we do. It's not happened. And it's never going to happen. Not once has it happened. Why would you think it's going to happen today? Never. Never, never, never. Ouch! The house always wins. You know it. Love it. Here we go. I've been... You'll be remembered. You're never going to beat me. Come on, guys. No, he will beat you again once you're chosen. You'll be remembered. We'll get him eventually. Would you now, Derek? Derek, you've done it before, haven't you? I'm sure you would have done Who Dat back in the day, surely. By the way, thanks, Mr. Number 2? Number 2? way back when. You must have done Who Dat before, I would have thought. Very interesting way to think about it. Very, very interesting way to think about it. Let's talk. I'm so excited to talk about this. How high did you get? What's your name on Facebook? That's right, Derek. Can you imagine? Here we go. James Bennington! Mate, how's it going? You are number one of getting onto Who Dat and banking points. You must have racked up thousands in your time. Absolutely. Mr. Bennington, how's Cassie? How's she doing? We're almost there. I can't wait to tell you. Yes, you did. Not 1 year, but more like 2 years I've been working on this. That's good to hear, James. Fun days have gone. Today was the last one. We've been working on this for about 2 years now. It started off as a concept that has really evolved over time. I can't begin to tell you how this journey has evolved. What started off as something that I've just been thinking about, and how it's evolved into what the final state of what Figgies is. And it all started with really understanding about Temptation Thursdays, fun days. Put your money where your mouth is. Let's break it down. Temptation Thursdays, for those who don't know, stopped about 2 years ago, maybe more. And what happened was they started off and were responsible. So what they were was a weekly poll every Thursday where we would say, if we were to do X, Y, and Z character, would you be interested in picking that character up? And people would vote and all that good stuff. And we would take that data, fantastic data, and we would actually action a few things. Some fantastic examples out of that are the following. We have Banjo-Kazooie. That came out of Temptation Thursdays. Berserk came out of Temptation Thursdays. Let me think what else. My Hero Academia, Spyro, Crash. Is that right? Or did they come before? I think maybe just the feedback on that. There were those. And let me bring it up. Okay. In fact, let me see if Bud Hermes has still been keeping us up. Let me see if I got this. Hermes. I think it's here. Let me see if I got it over here. Perfect. Let's have a look. All right. So if you haven't seen this before, I highly recommend you just check it out, right? So what we would go is by, this is yes percentage, total votes. So our avatar is another one that came out as a result of, so I saw this poll and I was like, do you know what? I'm going to go and talk to, so Zuko is a really good example of coming out of Temptation Thursdays. I don't know if you've ever seen this, right? So Darksiders is another example of something that's come out of Temptation Thursdays. Banjo, you know, there was a lot of things that was really, really, really interesting. And also Persona 5, another thing. Again, all of this sort of feedback, it was really, really fantastic. Ori, you know, Ori's another example. And if we talk about this, Temptation Thursdays, how many were there? If I go back and I go by release date. So the last one was 4 years ago, and it was Temptation number, I'm not too sure. And so it's started to slightly lose its appeal over time because all of the sort of major ones that people were following, Temptation Thursday wise, was sort of done at the beginning. As you can imagine, the big heavy hitters, oh, I really want this, I really want that, whatever it would be. Like, I want Avatar, etc. That was really something that was really primarily at the very beginning part of Temptation Thursdays. And we use that data, etc. But as we started going down the line, it didn't really make sense to continue where the requested license that was coming up typically was really quite niche and it never could generate very much buzz. And also people started getting a little bit less, sort of losing a little bit of the faith. And I can totally understand that because there's a reality between every week on Thursdays running a poll, getting that sort of groundswell of support, but the time it takes to get a license, develop a product, announce the license, manufacture, design, all that sort of stuff, we're talking years it can take, 2-3 years it can take. And as a result, the sort of enthusiasm for it really started to wind down quite well, quite a lot. And totally understandable. So it's been 4 years, coming up to 4 years. In fact, it's been 5 years now, 4 years. 5 years since our last Temptation Thursday. And since then, has it really been that long? That sounds crazy to me. So fun days have been happening since then. And again, fun days were something that every Sunday people would rally and say something that they were really into. People would use it as a way for a couple of things. First of all, it was a Temptation Thursday sort of, how do I say it? Sort of replacement. It would be an outlet for people to keep me informed also about what was popular, trends and stuff like that. Also allows for people just to chill and chat in the club. Totally understand. But its appeal to me as about like really looking at it and studying it at the beginning, yes, less so towards the end, simply because it's so difficult to get licenses and to manufacture and design the statues, etc., that getting those licenses when I have other licenses to service that we've already got really made it quite unviable and untenable to really get much value out of Fun Day. And of course, the club knows this to a certain extent, that people start getting less involved with it. I know Elena is a really good example of that, where she would really sort of rally behind specific characters. Shadow is an example. I remember sort of that, Soap Shoes, all that sort of stuff, right? Understood. But really later on, it got to the point where it started to lose its appeal because, maybe something was confirmed, maybe something because of Fun Day had come through that basically meant that we were going to continue with that design, and therefore Elaine didn't need to continue rallying for Shadow or whatever it was, X, Y, Z, doesn't, whatever the reason would be. So it really meant that Fun Day, just like with Temptation Thursdays, would have a degree of diminishing returns. And that sucks, and I understand it sucks, because it's like, hey, I'm rallying it, and I'll bring Trent. Everybody knows Trent. Dingo Dial gentleman. Every Fun Day he's there. So, I told you earlier that Fun Day was going away, but I also said to you that there would be something to replace it. But this is something that I've really thought about and I've been developing for the last 2 years. What I wanted to do was come up with something that really allowed you to put your money where your mouth is. But it's not. There's a couple of ways we could have done that. I could have gone, right, let's do a Dingo Dial as an example, develop a concept, put it up online and go, right, here's a concept, like a Kickstarter, put your money where your mouth is, place your orders. Very, very similar to how what we're thinking of doing with Ninetales. But Ninetales is slightly different because Ninetales, we've already made it, designed it, it's now ready. The only reason why I would put it up for Kickstarter is really for you guys wanting to have a year sort of line plan, sort of a payment plan for that. That was sort of the only reason for Ninetales being like this. This would be a different thing with Dingo Dial as an example, going, right, It'll be something like, oh, this is Dingo Dial. He's going to be this big. He's going to be between this much money, something like that. Would you be interested in this product? Put your money where your mouth is. This is what it looks like. And people would put their money where their mouth was, and at least try with their know if this was going to be good or not, as opposed to constantly every fun day just posting and literally not doing anything other than that because there's nothing else that you could do. It would give me real tangible data against it to go, do you know what? Yeah, there seems to be a groundswell of support for Dingo Dial. Let's pay attention because that's the Kickstarter. But Kickstarters also lead to a bit more complication when it comes to that, because it's a little bit like, if it's not successful, it's also like not a fantastic representation of the license. And so we really traditionally I could have gone that route. I've kind of shied away from it, to be honest with you. So I thought to myself, what could we do? How can we do something that really deals with the fact that Temptation Thursdays had a diminishing return, Fun Days had a diminishing return over time? What can we do to come up with something that is going to be really take over from Fun Days, but really has put your money where your mouth is and gives me a chance to go, do you know what? We have real data against this product, but it's not a Kickstarter. Real data against this product that we should really consider making this as a statue. And that is what we're here to talk about today. We're here to talk about Figgies. That is the solution. That is the answer. And I can't wait to show you what it is. Before I do that, give me literally 2 seconds. Figgies! That's what we're here to talk about today. I can't wait to talk about Figgies, talk about Figgies magic. It has been such a journey. It's been so amazing to me thinking about how we started and how we got here. And there's so much more to come. I'm so excited about this. I'm scared to even go through it because we've been working on it for so long in the background, that this is the moment that we're really sort of revealing it. And I'm actually really nervous. So first of all, I want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here. MAD wants it. Yeah, gotta go fast. So I'm super excited to talk about this, but I'm also really super nervous. And I would, love your feedback. I hope for your support with this new product range. Figgies, it's just been all consuming for me for the last 2 years, quite a lot of the team as well. And just to see how it's evolved, I'm repeating myself now, but I'm just quite giddy in anticipation of showing you guys. I just can't wait to hear your feedback and your thoughts. Hopefully you like what you see. If you don't, but let's break it down. So let's talk about it. I'm going to address it in a couple of ways. I've talked to you about the death of Fun Days. So next week it's not happening because there will be somewhere else to talk about it, somewhere that's much more actionable. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. But we're here to talk about Figgies magic and what that means, and Figgies, a new product line. I can't wait, but I'm scared. Guys, will you be nice? Will you be gentle? This is not supposed to have happened today. And I'll tell you why that wasn't supposed to happen today. We'll come back to that sort of roadmap. It's kind of semi-forced to do it this timeline. So things aren't quite where they need to be. It's still a little bit beta, but you'll see enough for you to understand what the concept is. Come on, Derek, be nice, please. Please be gentle indeed. The anticipation. Figgies is always the answer. Actually, that's a good point. I forgot to. I do have an orange band which I forgot to put on. Okay. Let's talk about it. Right, I'm just gonna do it. That's it. I'm just gonna do it. You guys ready? Are you guys ready? I'm just gonna do it. First for figures. I started that company when I was 23 years old. It has been maybe 22 years old. I've been doing it for 22 years, something like that. I've learned a lot. It's not going anywhere. I love it. But one thing is clear. One thing is very, very clear. And I've seen it in the comments already. Let me know if this resonates with you. There are 3 quote unquote problems with Versa figures. Now I say it's a problem. I'll call it a barrier. There are 3 barriers, main barriers to entry with Versa for figures. Just like get on with it. What's up, Matthew? You're scared and hyped. Hey, Matthew, honestly, don't go anywhere because you're going to see some cool stuff. You won't miss fun days. Trust me. You will not miss fun days. And you'll find out why. Yeah, that's right, Chris. I've been doing it for a long time. Here we go. All right. Ronnie, I can't wait to show you. So let's talk about it. First of figures, 3 barriers to entry. Let me know in the comments if this resonates with you. Number 1, price point. We're talking, yes, we have some metals, metal, PV, sorry, metal, mini metals. Sure, $50. Understood. Got it. Vast majority is not that. Yes, we have some PVC, 75 to 150, sometimes a little bit more. Totally services a different subset of collectors. 75 to 150 to $200 for the PVCs. But that's still a barrier. Then you have the resins, typically from 350 to 1.5K, depending on what the license is. Massive barrier to entry. People have looked at first figures, statues, and gone, I love that, but I can't afford it. Got other things to do, etc. With the money, I don't have that disposable income. Let me know in the comments if that's you. Second barrier to entry. Space. You can get 3, 4, 5, 6 in a room, but you can't get 30, 40 to 50 in a room. How many times have I seen people write in the comments below, oh my God, I'm looking forward to this one, but I don't have the space for it. I need to be selective with my statues. Let me know if that's you in the comments as well. Now, okay, by the way, I know some people are going to be like, wait a sec, I've got 30 to 40 to 50 in my room. Totally understand that. But the vast majority of people cannot get 30 to 40 to 50 in a room. So we all have these issues. And number 3, limited edition. Typically, statues are between 500 to 3,000, something like that. Typically, though, more like the 500 range. If you are around at pre-order stage, easy peasy lemon squeeze, you can get your hands on it, no problem. But come back in 10 years' time and tell me if you can find it easily. Maybe you'll find it on eBay. Maybe you'll find them at retail price. Maybe you'll find them for cheaper or more. Maybe they're broken. Maybe they're damaged. There goes another one off the list, meaning that they are difficult to find the longer and longer it goes past. And those are the 3 barriers to entry to Versa figures, and why it would always remain a niche, a company that will really appeal to a niche audience. And you guys, I love you so much. You're my niche audience that buys and collects Versa figures stuff. Let me know in the comments between 1, 2, and 3, which is the biggest barrier to entry in your opinion, that you would think maybe it's not before a barrier, but maybe it's coming out. Maybe space is a problem for you in the future. Do you think that's a future you problem? Do you think the fact that it is more expensive now, is that a future you problem? Maybe it's okay right now, but in the future, what about the fact that they're limited and you can't get the previous ones? Let me know in the comments if that resonates with you. These problems arise from you. So let's see what people have got to say. So this guy's saying space. So space. So that is also Matthew's also saying it's space. I appreciate that, Danny. Thank you. So yup for all three, but the biggest space is space. Okay, biggest problem is space. Yes. Figgies are going to be really small statues, aren't they? Just you wait. Definitely space personally. Money space for collecting over 10 years, of course. 1 and 2 are the worst issues for you, definitely. It started with 3 and now it's 2. Or I guess because you were going and collecting all of the older statues. 1 and 2. Absolutely. Much appreciated. So price and space currently for you. Available. Okay, so number 3 for you. Price and space is always a big one. Price and space. 44 at the moment, Marcus. 1 more, you have no space. I don't make an exception if we would ever get more Shenmue statues. Don't go anywhere. For me, it's space right now. I only have some statues in storage. Space is my only barrier. I need to buy a new house. All of the above. Absolutely. Look at this. Space. Space. Hey guys, I'm actually wondering, since you guys were doing the Remetro series, if you were going to make the gunships again. So I'm not redoing the statues. Those are 1, 2, and 3 are not the same as before. So there is no plans to re-release the ships which are being completed. He's excited. No problem. Space, price, and now space. Space might be a problem. I haven't set up the room since your move. Space. 1 and 3. All valid concerns. So the barriers. Oh, there's a lot of comments. Yeah, space. So Tough is already out in the wild. I've seen a few. I've seen 1 in the club, so they're on their way. Space. Consume most of your attic. Space. So space. Wow, okay, all right, guys, calm down. You're like, yeah. Wow, amazing. Oh, that's looking sick. It's looking sick. Price and space. Miguel's excited. All right. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Okay, so what I've told you is nothing that you... Can you think of anything else that's a barrier to entry? I mean, the main ones, those are the 3 main issues. It's not just first to figure stuff, it's just generally high-end collectibles, this kind of thing. It's totally, you know, I can totally understand. So I said to myself, I don't say if I could do it all again, because that's not the correct thinking. First to Figgies is not going anywhere. I've already got we've done 4 this year so far, and it's only the beginning of March. And I've got another sort of 20 plus planned. Some amazing stuff in there, lots of carrots in there, right? Lots of cool stuff coming up. First to Figgies is not going anywhere. It's my baby. But the reality is, I've been doing it for 20 plus years. I can do it in my sleep, to a certain extent. And developing Figgies has been incredibly galvanizing and vitalizing for me to really get involved with something that's this been project that's really evolved from such a crazy thing, taking ideas about the fun days and the TTs and all this sort of stuff. I know I'm building it up, but you have to understand, I've been working on it for so long, you have to understand that the moment that I show you this, it is really like we're pouring this out, showing you guys, and I really hope it resonates with you. Really, really hope it resonates with you. And it touches and deals with all of those things. So as I said, it's not something that if I could come up with something, if I was starting over again, I'm not doing that. What I'm doing is coming up with something that addresses these problems. Number 1, it must be much more accessible price point wise. It must be much smaller. And it must be more available than all the first figures. Number one, cheaper. Number one, smaller. Number two, smaller. Number three, more available. How does that sound, guys? Doesn't that sound amazing? Something that is much cheaper, much smaller, and much more available. Those are the three barriers to entry, and I'm addressing every single one of those issues. But not just that. This really is back to where I said, put your money where your mouth is. They're going to be reasonable enough for you to purchase, to give me data to go, do you know what? This Figgies did well. Let's make a statue of it. No more would I need to put a Kickstarter, which I don't think is the right way to do it. I'm not comfortable with that. The Kickstarter is the Figgies sales. If Figgies does well of that character, that tells me, it gives me the data that we should make a figurine for that. Marcus Krauss, I'm talking to you right now. Do you want more Shenmue statues? You want to see Shunhua? You want to see these characters? There's a Figgies of that. There's a Figgy Shenhua, as an example. If I see that people want to buy Shenhua, we'll make a Figgies. Someone in there was talking about Joey. Have I made a Joey statue? No. Have I got a Joey Figgies coming out? You bet your ass I do. Joey's Figgies does well. I'm greenlighting him. I'm greenlighting him for the big boys. There are licenses that we haven't even talked about that is covered by Figgies. We have it for Figgies, we don't have it for first figures because we need the data from Figgies to go, do you know what? People love this one. Let's make it in a statue. They go hand in hand. You know, Figgies and first figures. I'm right in the middle between that. I see both. And I can see the data from Figgies. I said, I've got to come up with a product that will give me that put your money where your mouth is. It's got to be a design that people will hopefully resonate with. And it's got to be something that I can take that data and take it to first figures and make something that people want. But I want to do it in a way that people put their money where their mouth is. Hey, 3 p.m. What's going on, mate? It's been a long time. Is it easier to get a license using Figgies? Well, that doesn't matter. It is absolutely, and I'll tell you the reason why. That's a great question. The reason is because our product is unique. I'll talk about the design before I show it to you, right? But what you're going to see is something that is very, very different. It is not a figurine. All of those, everyone who thinks it is a figurine, it is not a figurine. Absolutely not. It is something that is a completely different form factor. It is not like a Me Too Funko. It's nothing like that. It's a collectible in a completely new form factor. So when I presented it to the licensors, a lot of them were like, wait a sec, this is something that is unique. And it's not like I'm going to be stepping on somebody else's toes. If we license it to you, we're like, absolutely right. And therefore, it's those kind of conversations that I can't sometimes have. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, first figures, I want to have a statue license. And I'll be like, sorry, we're already working with partners and I respect that. As a result, we can't get that license. Figgies is very different. It is something that we have uniquely carved out. I hope you agree when you see the product. It is not a figurine. It is done in a unique form factor. It has first figures DNA in it that you'll go and you'll understand why this has been the perfect recipe for dealing with fun days, for dealing with Temptation Thursdays, to put your money where your mouth is. I'm building that anticipation. The master of build-ups. They are pillows. Show it. Oh, now he's here. Now he's here. I can tell you, Ren is there. Shunhua is there. Landi is there. Rio's there. First wave. Take that information and we'll see how that goes. Sort of looking like an AR card. Interesting. This is taking forever. Very interesting, hyped. You're making you... Sorry about that, Clarence. Oh. Oh, have you seen? Okay. I appreciate you, man. Thanks, Elaine. Appreciate that. You need to know. Even Papa Davis is telling me to get on with it. Please, it has been about 30 minutes. My goodness. All right. All right, let's do it. Are you ready? Let's do it. Okay, here we go. I'm turning off this music over here. Hold on. Whoops. Come back out of that. Stop sharing. Okay, guys, I'm super scared to do this now. I've been working on this for so long, as I've said. Super, super, super nervous. I've got a 1-minute video. After that, I've got a presentation that's going to break down some of the information about Figgies. And then I'm going to show you step by step. First of all, there's going to be a 1-minute video. After that video, I then show you the physical. Then after that, I will show you the presentation. The presentation is going to go through and break down every single aspect of what makes a Figgies a Figgies. I'm not going to give away with all the licenses that we've got. I might verbally tell you a few of them, some of the characters that we've got coming up. I won't show you, but you will see a lot of them today. I'm so scared, guys. Can you give me some words of encouragement? Please, guys, give me some words of encouragement. Tell me it's going to be okay. Let me know in the comments, because this is the culmination of 2 years that I've been working on this with the team. The team has been working so hard. You know, Jose's been working really hard alongside me. The rest of the team, please give me some words of encouragement. Push the button. Come on, please, guys. Just honestly get on. Not nervous at all. Rip the plaza off. All right, let's do it. I can't believe it. I hope there's going to be sound. I hope there's sound. All right, please, you believe in me. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, do it, do it. Okay. I'm so scared. All right, let's do it, guys. I'm just going to rip the bandage off. 1-minute video introducing Figgies, and I will see you on the other side.
Welcome to the world of Figgies fun, double-sided. There's more than one, no shelf space, no worries here. Stick 'em anywhere, far or near. Figgies magic all around. Collect and share joy on them. Gold, silver, bronze, to chase the light. Hidden treasure shining bright. Scan the QR, log each find. Every piece is one of a kind. Figgies points and prizes too. A world of wonder, all brand new. Figgies magic all around. The app reveals what's lost and found. Feel your pieces, see what's missed. Build your dream, complete the list. Figgies joy with every piece. Figgies magic all around.
Whew. Introducing Figgies. Can you tell me who this character might be? I'm giving you a silhouette. Let me know in the comments if you can tell me who you think this character is before we break down exactly what we saw in that video. Here we go. What is this character right here? Let me know in the comments. Who is this? I'm going to have so much fun showing you guys silhouettes and see if you guys can figure it out. Let's do it, Florian. I see what you wrote there. Let's check it out, guys. Woot, woot, boom! Check it out, guys. Sonic. He's so bloody cute, honestly. He is made of a soft PVC material, right? Nice and durable. You can drop it, throw it around, no problem, all good. It comes with magnets on the back and it connects to a metal back plate. This is the back plate. I just simply stick it on just like so. And then I can pick it up, turn it over, reverse it, turn it around, and I have another version just like that. Pick it up, turn it over, reverse it, just like so. That is the basis of the product. I'm going to break it down bit by bit. Let me know in the comments what you think originally. Did you spot some licenses in there that we haven't talked about? Freyren is an example of that. Street Fighter is another example of that. Let me go ahead and share the presentation. Where's it gone? Over here. You saw some Sea of Thieves, did you? Yes, that's right. All right, so I need to share, present the screen. All righty, let's do it. What are Figgies? They are, so, what the hell? All right, so they are pixel art collectibles. And we'll talk about why we've done that in that style in just a moment. Okay. Then they're about 4.3 inches tall. And which is about 11 centimeters tall, perfect for your desk, etc. And it comes with an app, which we'll talk about in just a moment. Now, we've gone for a pixel design. Now, why have we gone for a pixel design? We've done that because we want this to have quite a wide range of mass appeal. So we wanted for those who grew up in the 8-bit, 16-bit, 32-bit era, okay? And we also know that a lot of indie games nowadays are also done in this pixel format. And of course, Minecraft and Roblox has really sort of popularized this kind of pixel format for a much sort of a generation, I would say, that probably wasn't so exposed to pixels. And as a result, we think it's very evergreen. We think there's lasting appeal to it. So that's why we've gone with this pixel format. And yeah, there's not very many collectibles out there that's gone in this particular style. So that is why we've gone for that. Now, the image on the right-hand side is a little bit more interesting. For those who know, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! But the only thing that you need to think about is that the goodies face the right and the baddies face the left. That's what you're seeing over here. So you've got Yami Yugi with his main monster being the Dark Magician, standing and looking at Blue Eyes White Dragon with Kuiper. They look at each other. They look at each other, and it makes for a more interesting display as opposed to looking that way or looking that way, etc., right? So that is an example of the way the design language works. I find it far more visually interesting than if they were just to look at us directly. And so you can have nice little standoffs, etc., etc. All right, so now the background themselves, they're metal backgrounds, which is why the magnets in the actual figures themselves can connect to the backplate, and it's reversible. One side is a themed background, and the other side is a classic background. So the themed background is like, let's say you have Ken. Take Ken as an example. He has his stage, Ryu is on his stage, Daozim is on his stage, etc., etc. But what you can do is, you know, put Kaiba. Sorry, I'm reading the comments. By the way, it's not just baddies, right? It's rivals as well, just to say that. You can put Daozim on Blanca's stage, and you can have Ken on Ryu's stage. We're not the Figgies police. We're not going to come down and bust down your doors in order to make sure that you're putting them on the correct one. All right, let's go next. So themed background, classic backgrounds. Now, on the back of each one are what we call mag mounts, and they're about 1 centimeter poles. And what that does is it connects to the back plate like that. And what it allows you to do, it gives a bit of hold on. I should do this. Slightly increase. Okay. So what you got from this over here is So this is X, if you're familiar with from Mega Man. What you see is because it's like slightly raised, it gives a bit of 3D look to it, a bit of parallax, a little bit of sort of drop shadow is happening as a result of that. You can see that. And from a physical point of view, right? From a physical point of view, it's obviously much easier to pick it up, turn it over, and reverse it, just like so. Very, very easy to do that. Pick it up, turn over, reverse it, just as simple as that, because it's slightly raised off the back plate, just like that. What is that? Okay. Okay. Now there are. Okay, so there are two display options. The first one is it comes with a Figgies branded base, like so, right? It's Figgies branded base, just like this. And all you simply do is you slot it on just like this, right? Very, very easy. So it's display option number one, just like that. Pick it up, turn it over, reverse it. Very, very simple, just like that. And you're away. Super easy. This is Yami Yugi. If you're a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, you know. Absolutely perfect for below your monitor. Take it to work, put it on your shelf. Absolutely no problem. No shelf space, then we have another conversation. Because if you have no shelf space, which again, I've heard that so many times with First Figures, well, they all come with a 3M sticker. Now, this sticker is an adhesive on one side and a magnet on the other side. Now, what that allows you to do is to put it on any vertical surface. It could be your door, your wall, the back of your Detolf, the side of your Detolf, any vertical surface, it can go there as well. So you simply just put it on the vertical surface and then just magnetically it attaches just like that. And then you're away. And just like in the GIF that you can see over here, you can still, of course, pick it up, turn it over, reverse it, and keep your displays nice and fresh. So you can absolutely do all of that. So imagine you close your door and you've got them all lined up. Absolutely perfect. That's what you can do with it. And every now and then, we encourage you to change them over just to keep your displays nice and fresh. So that it comes with two display options. First of Figures is a collectibles company, and I wanted to inject that DNA into Figgies as well. And we've done that in a variety of ways. The first one is the first 1,000 units is going to be available only on our website. If that's something that you are a collector of, first editions only available on our website. Now, there is a possibility that this will go into retail placements. There's a possibility that you will also be able to, that once the first 1,000 units are gone, second editions, third editions will be available if people want them. We talked about availability as being a barrier. That's not the case over here. So that is what it comes with, the first 1,000 units available, second editions, third editions, fourth editions, if there is demand. That's the first thing. The second thing is a little bit more interesting. This is, let's talk about this. Are you familiar with blind boxes, blind bags, gacha ideas? So the point about these are that I've seen so many, when I was doing the research for this product, there were so many videos where I see people just so disappointed when they open up the box and they find that they've got something that is a duplicate of one that they've already got, or they've got a character that they didn't want. So in case you're not familiar how these blind boxes works, typically what will happen is there will be, let's say, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different designs that's possible inside a box, and you have no idea as a consumer about what is in each one. And of course there are rarity levels, etc., etc. And I was really researching this, and I felt that it is a really, really horrible experience for the consumer. As a manufacturer, I love it. I put whatever I want in there, and you guys have no choice. I love it. But the reality is that it is not a great feeling for the consumer to open up something and be disappointed. And I don't want that disappointment associated with Figgies. So what can I do? Because I still see that in those same videos, that disappointment of opening up and finding something that they didn't want. Well, on the flip side, 180 degrees the other side, there is a absolute jubilation and excitement and happiness and squealing of delight when you get something that you really, really wanted. That means, how do I get none of that disappointment, but still get some of that excitement in that product? And I've come up with the hidden chase variant. And hidden chase variant is not quite the right way to explain it, but just bear with me. Let's say you are super, super lucky. There is a 10% chance that you will get an additional backplate. So what do I mean by that? Let's say you got yourself a Sonic. Okay, you got yourself a Sonic. In the packaging, there is a 1% chance that you'll get this additional golden backplate hidden behind Sonic. What that means is the packaging itself, and I'll show you that in just a moment, right? There's a 1% chance you can get that golden one. Let's bring out metal as an example. There's a 1% chance you'll get this metal version, this golden version of metal. And just for your reference, metal is here. You can just fit nicely on just like that, okay? There's a 1% chance you can get this. There is a 3% chance that you'll get the silver. A 3% chance that you'll find the silver. Again, that fits nicely over here. And then there is a 6% chance that you'll get this bronze. So we have a bronze, silver, and gold. So a 10% chance that you will get one of these additional backplates in the package itself. By the way, just for your reference, this is what the back looks like. It's the characters from the wave. Okay, so of course, if people start taking their scales to whatever retail store, then I think maybe, it's taken off well. So now the point about the backplates is that we don't talk about it. So the actual packaging itself is like this. It's a window box, right? It's a window box. We don't talk about it anywhere. We don't talk about, all we simply do is there's a little note that actually hidden inside one of these really cute envelopes. So let's say you've got that and you've got it, the gold one, it's hidden inside this. And inside that is a little note saying, oh my God, you're super lucky. You've managed to find yourself a Figgies treasure, blast it on social media, etc. So that's what will be in the packaging as well. The actual package itself, as I said, it comes with the Figgies, the clamshell, the blind box, the clamshell, the base, the 3M sticker, and the chance for the hidden chase variants. Now, when I say it's a variant, what we didn't do is remove the backplate and just have it only. So, because sometimes some other collectible companies, they'll make a variant or a chase or something of something that you don't actually want. Let's say it's a version of it that's glow in the dark that you didn't want, and it's the chase version. You actually wanted the original regular version. So I wanted to make sure that we address that by having the regular version like so, but have those chase variants of the backgrounds there as well. So that is what we've done, not the actual core product. The core product is not the variant. We will have variations later on, but that means what I'm trying to say is that if you're looking to get that core product, you will get that core product, and maybe, just maybe, if you're 10%, there's a 10% chance that you'll get one of those gold, silver, and bronze. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. By the way, Jose, if you haven't done so, please take off the access to the passwords, etc. You know what I'm talking about. Okay, so Figgies points are also included. Inside each Figgies is one of these. You scratch that off, you enter that information into your account. That is going to be like any typical loyalty scheme like F4F. You'll be able to save up enough for those. You'll be able to get free Figgies. You'll be able to get exclusive coupons, shipping fee reductions. We're also thinking about if it's possible to do things like getting game codes, etc. Put there, some cool stuff that you'll be able to do. Even let's say F4F coupons, whatever it is, there'll be ways for you to do that. Okay. Now, on the back of each one is a QR code. So this is FiGGYZ from Sea of Thieves, if you're familiar. And then on the back of each one, you just scan that QR code, and it's going to give you some information that's specific to your individual Figgies. So let me make that a little bit bigger. So it's going to be things like, when was it released? What authenticity numbers? You know, there's fake other brands out there, and we just wanted to make sure that there was something to ensure that your Figgies was legitimate. And the production date, what Figgies number is, the release date, etc. All of that is something that, as a collector, people will feel a little bit more ownership of the product when they're thinking about it like that. So, of course, you'll be able to buy, trade, and sell them, not in the app at the beginning, but you'll be able to remove that information from the account should you wish to do so. Now, what else can you do with the app? You'll be able to do a couple of things. First of all, you'll be able to do the collector's checklist. Let's say you've got 3 out of the 4 characters. You're missing one of them. Okay, if you're missing one of them, then it's totally clear that you're missing which one. So that's the first thing. That's the checklist. The second thing is the Figgies decks. Let's say we've done 500 of them. You're going to see number 1 to 500, which one came out when. You'll be able to see that. You're going to see and share your collection, and you'll be able to shop Figgies directly in the app as well. Let's talk about the Figgies verse. It's complicated. 3 slides to talk about it. You don't need to know everything about it just yet. Believe me, it will be more information forthcoming, but let me just explain. I know a lot of you are asking about the price point. We'll come to that just shortly. The problem with the price point is it's really affected by a bunch of different things. Company operational margins, retail margins, the licensing costs, it's Trump tariffs perhaps, it's factory charges. All of those things make the retail price the retail price. But what we can do is add value, and we can add value the best way that we can. And that is why we've come up with a Figgies verse. It's a completely free digital card game that is not an NFT, it's not a blockchain. It is a completely free additional component that is just supposed to stand alongside the core Figgies product. Let me explain. When you scan the QR code, you get 100 Evo gems. Those Evo gems convert for 3 Evo packs, 3 packs per 1 Figgies. Inside each pack, there are 10 different cards. 5 of them are character cards, 5 of them are background cards. Again, the Figgies concept of the character with the background. Then the way the mechanics of the game works is very, very simple. 5 are the same rarity level. They are at different rarity levels, going from gray, green, blue, purple, red, all the way up to gold. Now, if you can pull a gold one, that's like 0.0, I don't know what the percentage charge is. It's super hard to pull a golden one. But the idea is that you go ahead and you are supposed to burn 5 of the same rarity level, let's say gold, green in this case, burn it, and then move to the blue one, which is the next in the rarity level, and the same thing for the background as well. And when you do that, what's going to happen is you're going to unlock some more lore about these characters. Now, we're starting with our own IP, and I'll explain why we've done that, and I'll explain in just a moment. We've gone with our own IP, and as you start unlocking those characters, you'll find out more about those lore and find out what's going on with their whole story. There's 2 goodies, 1 baddie in the first set, which we'll talk about later. Now, why should you care about these random characters that we've come up with? And the answer is you won't really care about them at the beginning, and I can totally understand that. But what will happen is if you grind the game and you manage to get your character and background to gold, we will send you a free Figgies of that character for free. You cannot buy it. You cannot pay to win. You can only do it because you grinded the game and you managed to unlock it all the way to gold. It won't be easy, but you'll get there eventually. And when you do, we'll send you that Figgy. So that's the only way you can get it. We'll do that with all 3 characters. And as I said, as you start unlocking them, they'll start leveling up, they'll have different designs, and the stories will unlock. So that is the reason why we hope that you will enjoy this. Again, this is a completely free additional component to the product. It's a nice little bonus add-on. Now, if you consider why we're doing this, that's because we have a 2 to 3 year to 4 year, whatever it is, future software roadmap that we really plan to expand the Figgies verse beyond just the current state of the very simple minigame. We really look to expand that to a PvP, PvE, concept moving forwards, where you can sort of think about how things are like Skylanders or sort of Disney Infinity, where you can like have the physical and the digital components going together. Imagine that we released an armor set that was physical that you would be able to bring into the Figgies verse. There are all these sort of elements that we're working towards. So this is something that when we get enough people playing this, that is something that is, we would then cameo in other people's IP into our game, very similar to like how Fortnite is, etc. And that is when we would do that. Once we've established and we've got something that's solid, we would cameo in people's IP in that way. That is the way that we would look to do it. It didn't make sense to start with other people's IP at the beginning, especially because sometimes people could start grinding it and then maybe we lose the rights to that license, and that's going to be a problem in the future. So that is what we would do. I hope you will join us in this journey in the Figgies verse, and I hope you like this idea. It's a little bit confused, complicated, but we will be able to debut once the tech team, Jose, he's the one who's leading this, he's our CTO, he will move forwards and he'll be able to demonstrate demos in the weeks to come. So please, I hope you like that. We are launching on the 7th of May, and we already have 250 of them in development. When I say we're launching, you've got to understand this. We have 5 IP dropping in that first week. The 7th of May is going to drop 5 IP. The first one is Sonic the Hedgehog, 4 different characters in that. The next one is Mega Man, 3 characters in that. The third one is Street Fighter, 4 characters in that. The fourth one is Banjo-Kazooie, 3 characters in that. And the fifth one is Cowboy Bebop, and there's 4 characters in that. That is all happening on launch day, 7th of May, launch day, 5 IP. Each wave between 3 to 4 characters. And then the following week after that is going to be Freyren, Sea of Thieves, Yu-Gi-Oh! Then the week after that, there's going to be more characters. Every week, there's going to be between 1 and 2 waves every week forever. Forever. So, put your money where your mouth is. If this is something that there's a character that you like in particular that you want to see as an FRF, please support it by purchasing that at Figgies. There's going to be so many character choices. We'll take Sonic, for example. We have 8 waves already designed. Each wave has 4 characters. Do the math. That is a lot of characters, 32 of them. And we're talking about things like Big, right? Blaze, some characters that Mecha Sonic. Don't hold me to that. I still need to submit that. But these are some examples. Fang, these are some examples of really obscure characters that would never be something that I would move forwards with without data at first figures. But as a Figgies, I'm down. It's ready. I'm developing it. That's what we're talking about. That is really the true potential of how this all goes together. This is how it goes together. Yes, Metal Knuckles, let's do it. Already got the design. Hasn't been submitted, but it looks amazing. It looks fantastic. So this is the true potential. Yes, you've got the product, the core product, but it goes beyond that. There's so much more. Now, you walk past this, let's say this is in retail stores. You walk past this, you look at it and you go, oh my God, I love Sonic. Wow, this is interesting. I'm interested. Then when you realize it comes with the collector's app, that's a fantastic value add. And then you think, oh my God, it also comes with Figgies points. Wow, great. That's fantastic. And then you think, wait a sec, it comes with the Figgies verse. That's a completely free value add. That's even better. And wait a sec, there's also the chance of hidden chase variants. All of that in this one packet. We hope that you believe that the price point has been really key for us, and we've been trying our best to give value add that goes beyond just the core product. The different ways that you can display it, the different components to the product, the unique form factor, the magnets, all of that sort of stuff, the metal backplates, the base, all of these sort of things. We think it is a compelling price point, reasonable price point, a value proposition price point. $12.99. $12.99 for each one. And we've gone for this price point. We think it's an impulse buy. We think that, let's say we've released 4 characters. You love 3 out of the 4 characters. You're a little bit lukewarm on the last one. At $12.99, you think to yourself, do you know what? I'm just going to buy the whole wave, because at $12.99, I want to complete the whole set. Believe me, these are being released in sets. You collect them all. And the reason is we've gone for sets, and we've done them per IP, 3 to 5 per IP, typically 4 per wave. We've done that because we want you to purchase them in a whole set. Why have we done that in a whole set? Because shipping 1 in a box is far more expensive than 4 in a box. And we want to, give you that savings on shipping back to you. And of course, if you see them in the retail stores, that's a different conversation. I understand that. But at least the first 1,000 units, which is first editions, if that's something you're interested in, must be bought through us. And it has to be at a reasonable price point, $12.99. Anything more, 23, 24, 25 people are going to be far more selective and only get the ones that they love. And for me, that's not what it's about. It's about getting people to buy the whole collection. And believe me, there are some fantastic designs that the team have done. They look amazing, where their backplates all interconnect. So it makes sense that you buy them as a set of 4. And if we can get the data that people are willing to buy them in sets of 4s, the sky's the limit, because then that means there's a price point, because a set of 4 is just basically about $50, right? Just a bit over $50. If we can do one at $49.99, we can do all of these sets where they're actually have a bigger backplate that don't have separations, that create different dioramas. Imagine Green Hill Zone, where you've got the loop, and you've got versions of Sonic, 5, 6 versions of them as part of one pack. Those are the possibilities if we see that people are buying. It's the data. We start with the core product. Once you have that core product, the sky's the limit. There's so much that we can do with this. I wanted to come up with a product that was compelling in price point, in design, in actual features, and gave us as a company at First Figures information about what we can create, but also what else can we do with it. There's so much more. If you support us, if this is something that you will support us, we can't wait to show you what we've got coming up as well. There is a 2 to 3 year roadmap that is on the physical side that goes beyond the core product. A lot of related stuff, so much cool stuff that takes those designs, puts them on things like t-shirts and squishies, and there's so much to come. Figgies, jumbos, I don't want to get into too much. I don't want to get ahead of myself, because I want you to really, really think about the product, and hopefully you'll support it. And then, only then, with your blessing, can we proceed to make all the other things that I've just been so excited about. Now, let's talk about the Figgies world. Please join me by joining our community. The community has just been set up. It is not on Facebook. It is not on Discord. It is our own community that we have set up. I'm going to walk it through. I'm going to show you what's on there, but I would love for you to join me there. Fun days are moving to Figgies world. To go there, please go to join.figgies.com. Let me just double check to make sure this is up and running, because we had a IP thing. Just want to make sure. Join.figgies.com. It is there. Please have a look and join the community. When you sign up, paste the link in the chat. Okay, let me just do that. This community, there is a fun day in there, and I will listen, because we are going for licenses that we are so willing to go for niche licenses, big licenses, every kind of license after we've gone live and we are sure that this is something that's going to work, we can do it much more simply with Figgies. It just opens up possibilities so much more. Free rent, fantastic, amazing. Got that, amazing, right? That's something that would, it's just, you can have a voice. You can really help us. We have such a, yes, we're launching with we have 25 plus licenses. A lot of them are video game stuff. Of course, we're core known for that, but anime stuff. So much, we've got a few of them, but we're going to rapidly expand that. Comics, TVs, movies, everything. I take a lot of inspiration from other collectibles companies out there that this kind of mass appeal at this price point really should be something for everybody. Everybody. Figgies is a separate company. It is not, when I say company, it's a separate site. It is not related to First of Figures. They are so brandedly different that the whole idea of Figgies is cute, cheerful, joy with every piece, whereas First of Figures is much more mature, hardcore, blacks, muted colors. It made sense for us. We made an active, conscious decision to separate the two brands. So no, they don't interconnect. So that is the important thing, that there is a perception where if people just understood that this was just Figgies versus like First of Figures, it's so rapidly different that we wanted to have a separate sister brand. And to be clear, First of Figures will promote Figgy stuff, I would say, for the first 3 months. And after that, it will continue to, just stand by itself at the beginning. And then it will they'll be very, very separate, because First of Figures is a very, very different beast, a very different niche audience, whereas Figgies is much more intended to be wide mass appeal. Okay, so do the Figgies boxes say FRF anywhere? Nope, 0. Doesn't say it. Yes, they will have their own shop. It's going to be the app, the shop, all of that will be part of the thing. So let us go and talk about the world. So first of all, let's be clear. We are launching. So let me just share this. Okay. So we are launching. So this is, if you go up to join.figgies.com, you go through this process. What's going to happen is it's going to give you an email. And in that email, it's going to tell you to join. It's going to tell you to join. It's going to give you your username. Your username is your email. And then you put your password in, which is going to be temporary password that's going to be sent to your email address. You just post that in there, and you'll be able to join the world of Figgies. Now, or Figgies world, I should say. Now, why have we gone for our own community and not because we didn't do Facebook? And there's a really, really clear reason why. We love the ideas of things like badges. So for those people who support a specific license, whatever it is, depending on what you've bought, if you wish to, you can assign those badges to your profile. Let's say you've done certain things, like if you are a day oneer, dunner, right? Those who are around for First of Figures know what I'm talking about. People who've joined the Figgies world before we even go live, maybe hopefully you'll do that, you'll be able to get the Figgies badges assigned to you of day one, dunner badge assigned to your account. But it goes beyond that. Imagine a world where you can get points associated with Figgies points by doing things in the community. You talked about daily logins for First of Figures. Forget about that. Talk about daily logins, about coming into Figgies world. That's what we're talking about. Your posts and this and that and sharing and community, all that engagement, Figgies points, etc. Or Evo gems, whatever it could be towards a figure. All these kind of things that we could simply do in the Figgies world that we cannot do on Facebook, on Discord, etc., etc. Discord gave us the idea of where you can assign roles, but we wanted to go beyond that, and that's why we created our own community. So please do join us. In there is one of the groups in there is about wish lists. Please, fun days, put them in there. I'll watch it. I'll look at it because I can action it. I can do something about it. So let's have a little look at the actual world itself. Once you sign up for it, let me see. Has anybody managed to get into it? Let's see. Has anybody managed to get into it yet? If not, let me just share my. Let's just go to it. Okay. All right. So it looks like. Oh, sorry, hide that comment. All right. So this is welcome to the Figgies world. Now, if you look on the right-hand side, these are the popular groups, and what you can see over here is some designs. So what you can see is you can see Sonic, you can see Cowboy Bebop, you can see Spike, you can see Dark Magician Girl, you can see a Mimic over here. Perhaps you guys know what that is. Joker, you can see Street Fighter, you can see Ryu, Banjo, and you can see War, and you can see X. Now we've got some people. We got some people already joining. Amazing. Oh wow. Oh my God, that's amazing. Thanks very much, guys, for joining. Thank you so much. Now I really suggest you come and go to the groups. And by the way, there are a couple of so what we got is dark mode. I can go ahead and just make it into light mode here over here in case you wanted to do that. Now you go to the groups and join the groups. So you go to all groups and click on each one and join the groups. You can okay, obviously I've joined them already. So please join the groups. And there is so that's what you can do with that discovery. So this is your homepage. It will tell you like who you should follow, etc., etc. Oh, hey Jack, amazing. One of the cool things that look, this is me in Figgies form. I want to shout out to MAD. If you want, hit him up and go give me one because MAD made this one for me. And in fact, if you go and see MAD, so if I can search for, can I look for Mark? He's just MAD, right? There he is. This is MAD. This is, if you know him from the team, he's basically our senior art director, making sure that everything's okay. He's been really deep into Figgies, and he's created this version. If you're nice to him and you beg him enough, he'll be able to make a FiGGYZ for you. And we plan in the future to make a system where you can create your own FiGGYZ, use some points on that because it's going to be quite freely given, etc. Different clothing, all that sort of stuff. Have that as your, as your profile. So please go into that. We would love for you to sort of see how that's going, and then so hit up MAD. Okay, so so that's him. So as I said, go to the groups. Please join them, and then so what we got here is the Figgies verse. So that is what we talked about earlier. There'll be more information on that as we start debuting videos, etc., on how that works. Then we've got the most wanted. So this is the most wanted. Please put your wish list in here. I would love to hear what you're interested in. Steeler Heart shows your artwork. If you've got some Figgies designs, some own artwork, you can put that in the Figgies art zone. Grails. If you manage to get a bronze, silver, gold, go ahead and find that there. This is community fix. That is what the tech team will be looking at. Help us shape the app. Help us shape the community. Let us know what we're missing, what's good, what would you rather see. For example, right now, there's no way to see by latest posts. We're working on that now. There'll be all these things that you could put in there, polls, information that we will look at, see how we can improve on this. Hopefully, you'll be able to give that information. This is the insider scoop. So that's going to be teasers and stuff like that. So if I go in here, for example, what I've got over here is, so talking a little bit. I wanted to show you the base that comes with every Figgies. It's information on that. There'll also be, can you tell who that is? Does anybody know who that is? Let me know in the comments if you know who that is. Give you a link. It's join.figgies.com, or you can just simply go to world.figgies.com. Is it that's right? You can just go to world. You can just go to world.figgies.com as well. If you no, but you can go to join.figgies.com. Join.figgies.com. Yeah, join.figgies. Yeah, that's where you want to go to. Absolutely right, Dark Magician. You got it. Yeah, if you guys can't go through the join, just go directly to the world.figgies.com. Okay. Now, let's just keep on going. Here's an example where we've been working on So we've got some. So discovery is just like people, like what's going on, people posting some stuff over here, et cetera, et cetera. Wow, a lot of people here already. Nice. Hey, the law. Love it. By the way, law, addies, if you are interested, please let me know. I would love it if you would be a part of this community in a mod point of view as well. I'd love to have your support on that as well. Okay, so pages. So what we've got over here is we're going to, I've been working with, I've had probably 100+ influencer creator videos, sort of meetings with content creators where I'll be sending through some samples and I'll hopefully encourage them to make some Figgies related content. That's going to be really happening from the 7th of April onwards. And I need to explain a little bit more about what happened and why we're here today. And the point about that is that we'll get them to create some accounts here on the page should they wish to join the community as well. So that will be under pages. Now, Figgies Reel is like any kind of typical Instagram.
Let's go. Fresh new waves, line up flows,
so this is Nux. So this is what would happen here. So you create a new Figgies Reel, and you would be able to choose a bunch of songs that we've uploaded that you can then put it. Once you get your collection together, you're going to use those songs to create a reel, and then you'll be able to search for it, within that. So that's what's there.
Let's go. Fresh new waves, line up flows,
can you guys hear the music on that? Can you hear the music?
Drop days here. Let's go.
You can hear it. You can hear it. I've got four Shamu stuff in development. All right, so come back to this, and then let's go to watch. We haven't done anything with that just yet. Media, etc. There's a bunch of stuff over here. This is the admin panel stuff. So all Darksiders characters. Well, we've got Darksiders already coming, so you can see that already. We've got over here. Awesome. So if we then have a look at, let's say, I've also got something. Let's say I've gone back to the group, and I've got so all groups. So we've got. So this is an example of me talking about. Check it out, guys. 1% Metal Sonic drop. Talking about that with Metal Sonic, etc. And then we've also got. Let's see. I mean, look, there's stuff in there you can go and see, and then what am I looking for? Groups. This is something I had a little bit of fun doing. This one that was in the. Is it this one? Yeah. Hey Sonic, it's time to go fast. Oh, nice one. But can you go further? Oh! I literally watched that so many times. Loved it. Hey Sonic, it's time to go fast. Oh, nice one. But can you go further? He busted that out. All right, so that is. Hey Sonic. That is so. Look, there's going to be more and more stuff now that you guys have joined the community. I've populated with a few things, but there's going to be a lot more. And now that the team will be involved, I can't wait to show you more and more stuff of what we're going on in there. Now, what I want to do is come back and talk a little bit about why we're here today. We actually, so there's a few more things just to say before we wrap this one up, because you guys, I mean, it's been a lot to break in, and we'll get more and more info that. Let me just give you the timeline. Originally, this wasn't supposed to happen today. What was going to happen was on the 7th of April, that's when we were going to announce things and show this and do all this sort of stuff. And the reason why I was going to do that is because that's when we're lifting the embargo on the creators to create Figgies content. And the reason why we're lifting the embargo on the 7th of April is because the samples will not be ready until the 8th, until like around about sort of mid to late March. So then we sent them out to those guys. Now, 7th of May is the launch day. But what you get by joining the world earlier is 24-hour early access to the website. This is really important, so please pay attention. What I told you before is that the first 1,000 units is first editions. What I didn't say is that the first 1,000 units are already in the warehouse, sitting there, ready to go, meaning that when you place your order, you get it that week. Because if you wait till launch day, maybe they're sold out, or then you're going to have to wait for second editions, and then you're going to have to wait for 2 to 3 months for us to make the next run. So we highly recommend that you sign up beforehand to get a chance at the first editions if that's something that you're interested in. That's the first thing. So again, I was not planning to talk about this today. I was only planning to talk about it on the 7th of April, with content happening every single day up until the launch day, the pre-launch day, which is the 6th of May. Now, why have I talked about it today? And that's a great question. And the reason is because the New York Toy Fair dropped today, and we had a great opportunity to work with a distributor out there called Alliance Entertainment to put it in front of retail people. Now, we know that retail usually takes quite a long time before they can get something like this into play. Usually something that they're looking at today is something for next year. And we totally understand that why we're launching on the web first. But they debuted yesterday at the New York Toy Fair, and I believe somebody was talking about that. And in terms of maybe they've seen it. Is that somebody, was it? Oh. Amazing. There's something over here. So I'll come back to that in a moment. I really wish I could. I have no ability to copy and paste that, because I'll follow up with that. That's amazing. So I was not expecting to have to do this until we realized we had a great opportunity to debut it. And unfortunately, originally we thought we were going to launch it then, but difficult challenges when it comes to launching any new product meant that it was going to be slightly pushed back, and we delayed it by a month. But this opportunity to put it in front of them meant that, at a New York Toy Fair, meant that we really wanted to take advantage of that. So let me go ahead and show you what was showcased there, so you can have a little look at what's going on. Okay, 1 second. Let me just bring it up. My goodness, that's not right. One second. Where's it gone? Okay, got it. All right, so let's have a little look over here. All right, so let me share my screen. Share my screen, window. All right, so this is the Alliance booth over in New York. And what you can see over here is the Figgies. Will there be an app for Figgies World? Miguel, you can literally, yes, there will be an app for that, but you can, the mobile mode of Figgies World is fantastic. So please go and check it out. It's already there. You can just look at it. All right, so over here is a little display that we've made for them. And we are very happy to, and I've got the team working on a set of 5, set of like bigger ones, smaller ones, sort of different levels. So if you wanted to enhance your Figgies collection in the future, this is something that you can look at, but you can already sort of see how they're looking over there. Can you recognize who these characters are? Who do you spot there? Can you see who that is? Can you see who these are? We'll get a little bit closer. Oh, you have a better, I can't click on your, King Nintendo, I can't click on your thing, because when I click on it, all it does is just brings it up to the screen. I have no, but let me see. I have no ability to then click on it and copy and paste it. It's super annoying. Yeah, so you can see a little the Sonic sample over here, and let's go a little bit close up over here. So here you can see them. So we've got over here, we've got Blackluster Soldier, Yami Yugi, Dark Magician, and Dark Magician Go. Then we've got Chun-Li, Ken, Ryu, Guile, some FRF stuff in the background, and then you've got a Sonic in his thing. Sonic, Nux, Tails. Can anybody guess where that background's from? Because this is something a lot of people are like, hey, where did that come from? Who's the #1 Sonic fan over here? Tell me where that background is from Tails. A lot of people don't know where it's from. And then we've got Metal over here. And then in the background, we have Freyren, Starkfern over here. Now, these guys are on their chase backgrounds. Obviously, you can see that over that. You guys know everything. It's crazy. Oh, I'm glad we're getting there. Yeah, so this is what came out at that booth. So that kind of said, hey, do you know what? We need to show people what that looks like, and it made sense that people could understand. And I wanted to be able to tell you from the beginning what sort of how that came about, etc., etc. Let's see. Just so I understand this, first editions are available from the Figgy site directly, and members have 24-hour early access. For the launch, that's correct. And then we're dropping a new wave every Wednesday. We do a teaser on a Sunday, which is a little silhouette video. And then on Wednesday is the actual launch of that product. That's in the future. But the upcoming launch is a little bit different because we're actually launching. Members can get 24-hour early access before the regular opening for the first 5 IP. First IP, again, being those 5 different IPs that we talked about in just a moment. And I really hope that when you look at the designs, you can see how Sonic can stand next to Joker, who can stand next to Chun-Li, who can stand next to, Yami Yugi. And you can still see how the design transcends the IP, that the Figgies IP, the Figgies design, yeah, as I said, just like you can look at like a Funko and you can go, Funko, doesn't matter what the IP is, you can recognize and go, that's a Funko. I want you to still think how a Figgies is a Figgies, that you can see it doesn't matter what the IP is, you can recognize that is a Figgies. Honestly, thank you so much. I've already got like 5 waves of those. You saw Kaiba, you've seen the next wave of Blue Eyes White Dragon. Who do you think the other 2 are? Have a think. Who would be the other 2 characters? That's coming soon. Right? You'll be able to find out all of this information. Oh, I'm glad you got that sorted out. It's always the NS. For the 1,000 units, is it that worldwide or per warehouse? That's a great question. Worldwide, 60% will be in America. 600 of them will be in stock in the warehouse in the US. 400 will be in Hong Kong, ready to service the rest of the world. We will be sending them directly from Hong Kong. And that means that you can receive them. They'll be going by air freight. They're much smaller than your typical first figure stuff, so we can have that option to us. You're absolutely right. Red Eyes is with the Joey set. Who else do you think is part of the Joey set? Think there is so much coming out. 250 already designed, already in the approval process. 100 of them already physical. We did not want to wait and just go here. What I didn't want to do is just launch one and then, okay, nothing for 6 months. Every week there's something coming out. 5 IP first week, second week 3 IP, the following week 2 IP, then 2 to 1 IP. Forever. It's coming. Summon Skull is coming. So buy the Figgies. And I'll be like, oh my God, wow, a lot of people are buying that Figgies. Maybe I should make it as a first of figures. That is what it's all about. Toon Dragon is in design, has been made. It is coming. Absolutely looks amazing. Pegasus is coming. Marek is coming. That's a great question. I probably would say Canada's probably the US, maybe. So here's an example. Someone was talking about a Julia. Wave 2 of Cowboy Bebop is going to include villains and Julia. You want a first of figures, Julia? Show me. Put your money where your mouth is. Purchase the Figgies. I'll have the data against it. That is the beauty of this product. I hope so. Jinzo is coming. You want a Figgies? It's coming. You want a figurine? Buy the Figgies. This is the point. Now you're seeing the potential. You're seeing the potential. Streets of Rage is coming. Streets of Rage is coming. Believe it. Believe it, Colin. All those times you've been talking about First of Figures, First of Figures, Streets of Rage. Prove it to me. Put your money where your mouth is. I really appreciate you. Thank you. The only thing that's special about that is it says first editions. Oh, I'm still small. It just says first editions. There is so much that so just to be clear, we have 25 plus licenses and that's what we've got right now. I need to launch this. I need to prove to myself. I need to prove to the team. I need to prove to my partner that this is something that there's appeal, that people like it, people are purchasing it. If that's the case, honestly, the sky is the limit. I told you, I'm going to Las Vegas. That is a licensing show. There are so many licenses that we've talked to right now that we haven't moved forward yet because we ourselves want to understand how the market launches. If it does well, we will be able to have those future conversations with a lot of different people. So many people, from AAA to niche to really all kind of things, sports teams, VTubers. It could be anything and everything. Absolutely, the sky's the limit. And that is my point. We really want, so when it comes to the different licenses, it really just comes back to the point that we have the licenses now. We're not moving forwards until we launch it. But then, so all these people are like, oh, like Sensei, all that. We would love to have those conversations, and we will have those conversations only if you guys support the product. We see that it works, and we move forward. We can go with this with the sales data to explain people. We can see that against retail placement. All of that stuff is really, really compelling to a licensor if we can prove it, and it's just the point. It's a challenge, but it's a lot of fun. This product has been absolutely joy with every piece. I hope you're going to get that. I'm so glad. I'm really, really glad. Really, really glad. Yeah, so you always have first editions in your account. You'll always be able to see that. Absolutely, comic book characters. Believe it. Believe me. The point is, I don't need to be so selective anymore because it is so much easier to develop a Figgies compared to a First of Figures. That's the difference. That is the main difference. Current trends will be missed by First of Figures because it takes too long to find it. Figgies, I'll turn around and I'll make it in time. I can tell you, for example, a certain something, a character that you can imagine is a little bit stealthy. Maybe you can figure out who that might be. A stealthy character may or may not be turning up at the same time as his video game form at the end of August. Does anybody figure out what that is? That is an example where we tie it to the same time. Same time, amazing, when it comes out at the same time. Think future films that come out at the same time. We can do it. We can plan for it. There's a bit of lag at the beginning, but once we can plan it to a T. And that's when you get the retail support. That is all the things that we've been talking about that has been a challenge for us that's been a challenge for us under the F4F sort of niche area. There you go. So if we get enough support for Figgies, absolutely get yourself a tech team, guy. Absolutely. If you know, you know. So we will have much more to come. The Figgies verse, the demos, more and more license announcements, more and more designs moving forwards. You will see them in the coming weeks, in the coming months. Please join me at world.figgies.com. I would love to show you more. In the meantime, it is time for me to wrap up. This has been an emotional moment for me. Thank you so much for your support. Of course, there's going to be some points for your F4F accounts. We're going to do that in just a moment. But again, from my heart, from the team, We've been working so hard. Thank you so much for your support. We hope that you like what you see. I know it might not be for everybody, but we wanted to do something that wasn't a Me Too style mini Funko, mini figure, mini this, mini that. We wanted to stand out from the crowd, be recognizable, have something that can then really merge with First Figures in the way that we can take that data, see how that works, all that sort of stuff in a recognizable version. And I can understand pixel art is not for everybody. The designs is not for everybody, but we were adamant that we wanted to stand out from the crowd. We were adamant that we wanted to have something that was specific in design to Figgies, the same way that Funko looks like a Funko, Figgies look like a Figgies. We didn't want to just make pixel art of those original characters in pixel format. That's the reason why we can talking about films, sports teams, all these other things. Is because we have our own unique design. It's been thought about. It's been conceptualized. If you don't have the shelf space, you have a sticker to allow you to put it on any vertical surface. If you do have the shelf space, you've got a lovely base that it will come with, etc. I thought about the 3 problems with First Figures: never be able to break beyond that niche audience, size, price, availability. And I feel we have addressed every single one of those issues. Thank you so much for being part of this, for being here on the day that we reveal this. It has been super, as I said, emotional, and such a sort of relief that it's now done. And I look forward to sort of really going through each comment afterwards, and sort of seeing your feedback. I'll see you in the club, all that sort of stuff as well. In the meantime, let us get you some points, because everybody loves a little bit of points. In the meantime, let me just get some music back on. Woo! Bring it up. Where has my stream music? All right, back to the music. Whew. Much love. It's FRF points. Ronald, world.figgies.com. World.figgies.com. Yeah, please put some more comments in there so I can read it as well. But whilst I work on those points, all your feedback, yes, I understand if it's not for you because it's the design and all that sort of stuff. Totally understand, and your feedback is valuable in that regard. But if there's someone that this resonates with you, what do you like, what don't you like, etc., etc., a lot of that sort of stuff is really useful, because we have so much moving forwards in the roadmap, in the physical roadmap. I'm so excited to show you those, but of course we can edit it based on feedback as well. Love it. So thank you so much, guys. Now get yourself some Figgies magic, FRF war points. Put that in your FRF account. Let's go. I'll give you 4 minutes to do it. Let me know if it works or not. Oh, type in the chat. That's a good point. That's a good point. How do I do that? Banner. 1 second. Okay, let me just do that. Okay, should be like this. That's a good point. There you go. If you wanna fly with me, if you wanna fly with me. Worked. Fantastic. I forgot to start the bloody timer. Aina ko. Start. I started. It's 500 reward points. So it doesn't say how many points you get. It should tell you. Aina ko. Tech team, sort it out. That's for you. Absolutely. Pinoy power. You never tells you how much points you get. Come on. Jose, can you, they need to know how many points they're getting, right? How can you not know? I think you need to go to the bottom right corner. It will tell you. When you click on the bottom right corner where it says rewards or something like that, it should tell you in the history, surely. It doesn't tell you, but you can see, you see. It doesn't tell you, but you can see in your points history log. Okay, got it. People would like to spray it in the box. Huh, interesting. Appreciate that. Thank you. Jose, sort it out. This is Justin, right? If I'm not mistaken, it's Justin. I remember your name. Justin Barubi or something like that. Is that right, Justin? Let me know if that's right. Amazing. Yes, Justin. First of all, thank you for the support. Thank you for not posting it when you, obviously you've been at the show. I appreciate that, all the following and all that sort of stuff in the past. Thank you so much for that. And I appreciate maybe some of the things like the chase is not for you. Some people it is, some people it isn't, understand. But I just want to say I appreciate you following and doing the post, and I look forward to following up on your. I'll go to your website and have a look at it afterwards. Thank you for the support on that. Yeah, man. Absolutely, man. Thank you. And let me know in the comments if there's anybody who's been on the First for Figures forums before. When I say the forums, I mean the forums. Pre-2016. Celine, are you still in the group? I know you used to be. I, if I'm not mistaken, you used to be in the First for Figures forum. Was anybody else who was pre-First for Figures FRF OCC who was in there as well? Let me know in the comments if that's you. My man. Thanks, Justin. Absolutely, 100 million% yes. First for Figures is going to, Figgies is going to really branch beyond just video games. We're so excited about being able to branch. I'm thinking horror. I'm thinking this. I love all of that. Love it. Thanks, Neve. I appreciate that. Hopefully I said your name correctly. Nande. James B. You are also OG? Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Well, the problem with that is I don't go anywhere. I've done it in the OCC. Love it. And in fact, that's going to be day one in the OCC. We'll be able to see if you were day one, the day we announced Figgies. Today is now the 3rd of March. For me, I'll be able to see if you were a dunner or not in the club. You want Volgrim? Support the Figgies. We'll make a Volgrim Figgies and then you tell me. Not just going to make them otherwise. That's the beauty. So, Yana, hopefully you agree that this is the new version, has a lot of potential but move me across. I know the team has finished it, so maybe it's on the boat, whatever it is. So they're definitely being done, but I'll follow up and ask the team tomorrow. So appreciated. That's over, like, that's coming up to 9 years ago. Well, the new forums is the Figgies world. We'll probably start again next week. Terima kasih. Thank you. It's your birthday today, Trent. Happy birthday, mate. Can anybody, it seems to be some issues loading up. The next Conquer statue is probably it just got approved. And it's coming, I would say 3 months, something like that. 100%. Amazing, amazing. The Figgies designs of Banjo, Gruntilda, she's hilarious. And Spyro Mountain backplates, the Jiggies as the classic backplate. It is so fantastic. I love it. I think they're so cute. There's going to be tons of accessories that we'll produce as well. We'll have different color bases. I know that the chase variants don't come with those bases because there's only one base per pack. But we can make gold, silver, bronze bases as well that people, if they want to display both of them, can do that as well. That's another possibility. So many things. Thank you so much, guys. I mean, we would need to speak to Sony, etc., but I would be up for that. Honestly, you guys, thank you so much, guys. Honestly, thank you guys for being you. Thank you so much. I gotta say, I hate the majority of my points are stuck in a voucher. Why can't you use, if it's a voucher, why can't you use it? I don't understand. If it's a voucher, it's a money off, isn't it? Then why can't you use that with that? Maybe I'm not understanding. We had to make sure that it was the right price point. Just every single thing had to justify to be part of that. We wanted to make sure we gave value to the product. He defended his title twice. And in the future, I'll bring on like Jose to come join these conversations as well. Thanks, Law. Thanks, Law. Weekly, is that too fast? Only if you're trying to collect, like, let's say, for example, Sonic. There's 8 series at the moment that's currently being designed on. They're not coming out every week. They're coming out once every 6 weeks, between 1 month to 2 months, something like that. Regular cadence, same thing, something like Yu-Gi-Oh, something regular cadence like that. All of that sort of stuff. So we have to keep doing so many because we have so many different IPs, and that's why we have to do it like that. A single voucher for $800. What the hell? Jose, is there any way that you can like break that? I don't know if there's a way you can ask the team to like a way to like delete them all and give smaller chunks. I don't know. How the hell? Why would you? How you converted 800? Like, I don't even know. That's a lot of points. Ah. All right. So you know, as I said, Jose will handle that. Good stuff. All right, Jose, you handle that. I did it automatically. Very good. All right. Let me just one more time. I want to give you just because it's all nicely here. And it'd be a nice way to end this. I'm going to just one more time do that video again. Now that you've seen the product, now you've seen what Figgies is, I'm going to run that video one more time because now you're going to know exactly what's happening and maybe those who haven't seen that video. So let's do that right now.
Welcome to the world of Figgies fun, double-sided. There's more than one, no shelf space, no worries here. Stick 'em anywhere, far or near. Figgies magic all around. Collect and share joy on them. Gold, silver, bronze, a chase the light. Hidden treasure shining bright. Scan the QR, log each find. Every piece is one of a kind. Figgies points and prizes too. A world of wonder, all brand new. Figgies magic all around. The app reveals what's lost and found. Feel your pieces, see what's missed. Build your dream, complete the list. Figgies joy with every piece. Figgies magic all around.
Let's go. Let's go. All right, one more time. No, I won't put you through it. All right, awesome. So, guys, once more, I want to say thank you so much for being here. I can't begin to tell you how much I appreciate you all. I can't begin to say just how, yeah, I'm just really, really grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. It really, truly. All right. Something that has been really so long that we've been working on it that I'm so excited that we can sort of show you that now. And again, I wanted to say thank you so much for just being here throughout the whole time. Should be this one. Can you guys see this one? Should be able to hear the music. Is that right? This is a new era. No more fun days, but hopefully you agree with me that Figgies is so much better. Truly, your voices can be heard in a way that never could be done before. Truly, do I have the data against it to see that you put your money where your mouth is? Truly, do I now have that information to say this is a product that could be a potential for first figures? I hope you see Figgies for the potential that it has. I hope you'll join us on this journey. I hope for those who are not fan of Figgies, there will be people who don't like what it is, that you can understand that there will be promotion of Figgies on First Figures socials and in the club for the first couple of months, 3 months, I would say, as we gear up towards the launch of Figgies. That you will find that you understand that we're doing that. But afterwards, as Figgies finds its own steps, as it becomes its own beast, as it becomes its own entity, we'll separate that out. I hope that you'll understand that, and I ask for your patience in that. For those who do join us on this journey, I want to say thank you for that. For those who like what you see, I want to say thank you for that. And I just hope that a little bit more fun has come back into this. A lot more fun is, I feel like it's a lot more fun for me. I hope it's a lot of fun for you. And I love bringing that fun, that spark, bringing it back to the community. Please join me on world.figgies.com. I'd love to see you there. Of course, First Figures is not going anywhere. We'll still continue making those amazing products over there. That niche audience needs to be fed. You need to get your statue fixes. Figgies will be there to stand alongside it. You have not seen how great a Sonic the Hedgehog statue looks like with a Figgies next to it. You've not seen how Yami Yugi looks next to Pharaoh, Yami Yugi, a Pharaoh version, etc. You've not seen how they look next to each other. You've not seen how Knuckles looks with a mini Figgies next to it. It enhances your display. You've got no shelf space, put it behind it, put it on the wall, put it nearby. This is a perfect hand-in-hand product with Figgies. I hope you like what you saw Thank you again once more. Absolutely, absolutely love the, the energy that you've given me in the stream. Again, it's been a long time since I've done one. 7 months. It takes a bit of time for me to get back into it. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. I want to say then, thank you so much. I will do this a lot more regularly with Figgies. I'll be able to have them. We do all these cool things. I'll be able to be like, showing you things, showing you the backs of them, and you'll be able to sort of guess what they're. There's lots of fun things that we can do moving forwards. Jose from the tech team, he's been really involved with dealing with problems. Typically, it's always the DNS problem. Please do give him a shout out. Tell him, thanks, etc. If he's helped you, if you PM'd him, please give him a bit of time because he needs to deal with a lot of different things as he works with the team to expand the Figgies app, the Figgies world, all of that sort of stuff. He works on the Figgies verse, and he still also has to deal with the FRF side of things. Please, thank him in the comments as well. And one of these streams, he'll join me. We can have these conversations. You can join those kind of chats, and it'll be a lot of fun moving forwards. So as we move forwards, we will give a timeline against them. But I'll remind you one more time for those who are asking. These will be available on the 6th of May. You guys have got a super early preview because the distributor announced it today and put it at the New York Toy Fair. And it's a little bit earlier than I wanted, but it is what it is. So it's the 1st of March or the 3rd of March. It wasn't really supposed to happen until the 7th of April, but we take advantage of the fact that we've got representation at New York Toy Fair. So from the 7th of April, influencers, creators will start putting out some content around the Figgies, and that will hopefully get the word out to their community. And those people can then also join the community at world.figgies.com. 7th of May is the actual launch date, but you guys will have 24-hour early access from the 6th of May to place your orders for Figgies. And those who wait for the 7th of May, maybe we've sold out of certain ones, they're going to have to wait and get the second editions, the third editions, etc., etc. So that is a timeline. More information will be coming in the coming weeks, in the coming time, and I hope you'll join us on this journey. Once again, guys, can't do it without you. Thank you for the support. We'll see you very, very shortly. I'm your host, Alex. It's been a long time since I've done this. I'm your host, Alex. It's the 3rd of March now for me because it is now almost 1 a.m. I want to say again, thank you so much. FRF is love. FRF is life. So is Figgies. I need to think of another way to sign off on that one as well. And I'll see you in the next one. I want to say again, thanks. Thanks for joining. See you next time. Have they gone yet? Have they gone yet? What is CKC at? Is it safe to come out yet? It was so fun to make that song, honestly. Nope, there's no one there. That is true. Oh, we've got tons of cool songs coming up, and you'll be able to make reels against them. Shh! Don't tell anybody. My CKCs, I love you guys so much. Here we go. I got a nice little 200 FRF reward points gifts for you. I will make sure that I copy and paste this bad boy. Here you go, my cheekies. The CKC club is the best. No, they're not related. The CKC knows what's up. Hey, shh! Keep it on the down low, Derek. What's the weather set? Exactly, nothing to see here. Awesome, guys. Awesome. I hope you guys like what you saw with Figgies. It's been a really long journey, and one that I can't wait to show you some of the development stuff. When I show you Sonic, he was so when we first had the original designs of Sonic, because we had the humans down pretty well to a template, but with Sonic it was quite challenging. And I can remember that I'm sure you guys are familiar with Tyson Hesse, right? Hesse. Well, I had a meeting with him and I showed him and I said I need some help with the Sonic range, and he helped out by putting a pixel here, a pixel there. Unbelievable job, and he made it to this. The before and after is incredible, absolutely incredible, and I can't wait that maybe if this takes off, that I'll bust out the coffee book and I'll show you the before and after pictures. They look absolutely insane. The guy's a genius. He helped out with the first wave of Classic 1 and Classic 2, and I looked at it again after like 7 months because we did this so long ago. I just can't begin to tell you how the difference is, and that is just incredible, incredible. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of cool stuff to show you in the club. There's so much fun stuff happening, and one of the things with FRF when it comes to news and stuff like that, it can be quite stagnant in the club because we can't show too much, or we don't have much to show because we're releasing. We used to only release I don't know, like 20 statues a year. I think our best is maybe like 30. But let's say you just do an average one every 2 weeks, so that's 24, something like that. It means that it's really difficult to have lots of new content all the time. But with Figgies, there's so much coming up all the time. It's super exciting to be able to show all of that. All right, guys. Yeah, lots of developments, etc. for that. right, my cheekies. It's 1 a.m. It's a perfect time for me to end the stream. I want to say again, thank you so much. Lots of love, much appreciated. Thank you again. Honestly, I can't begin to tell you just how much we appreciate you. Otherwise, we just can't do this. We can't do what we love doing. We just absolutely love doing this, and we can only do it with your support. So we will never forget about that. We'll never lose sight of that. Every time that we make new stuff, we're thinking about this and just the way that we can say and what we can't say. Just know that we will always appreciate you guys, regardless of what can or can't be done. We will always, always, always appreciate you guys. I've had one job, first of Figgies. This has been my one and only thing, and working in this industry is because you guys have let me do that, and I can't thank you enough. So this is Alex, the Chief Figgies Officer, signing off. Lots of love. Love you, CKCs. I'll see you around. FF is love, and Figgies is life. Bye.